Good evening. So I'm hoping this is the start of my birth vlog. I am 39 weeks and 5 days pregnant, and today I had a midwife appointment, my 40-week midwife appointment, and she did a little stretch and sweep, and I've been a bit crampy all day, but nothing to shout home about. I've been drinking more raspberry leaf tea, so I just thought it was because of that. I'm just running myself a clary sage bath, and I went to the toilet and there was a bit of a show, so fingers crossed this means that baby's coming tonight and that she'll be here by the morning. All set for the home birth still, so I've just got my notes out. I've got my outfit that I'm going to wear and I've put it out. I've hoovered the bedroom. So yeah, we're all good, we're all set. Just waiting to see now if it happens. It is 9:45 now, so it's quite late. So I guess I'll just have a bath and go to bed really. I might curl my hair. Sounds really vain, but I just think I'm not going to be doing it for a few days, so it might be nice to have nice hair. Good morning. So it's the next day and I'm still pregnant. Baby girl has not made an appearance. So yeah, I guess, I don't know what happened there. I guess that wasn't a show, or maybe it was a show and it's going to happen tonight. Maybe tonight's the night. I'm going to try everything tonight to get this labour moving. I'm going to just spend my whole evening bouncing on a ball. I'm going to drink lots of raspberry leaf tea. I'm going to do as much as I can. Nick's actually out tonight, so I'm going to do as much as I can while he's not here to encourage things to start moving. He's only local, so I can call him back at any time if I do think that things are going to speed up. But yeah. So that's my plan for this evening. Good evening. So it is the 22nd of February, which is my due date, and I am yet to go in labour. Bump is very firmly staying put. So I was half expecting to go into labour last night and then didn't. Haven't had anything happen today. I'm still kind of a bit dischargey since my sweep on Friday. I've been a bit like that. But no other signs that labour is coming, so I'm just going to kind of forget about it now. And if she comes tonight, she does, but I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to do anything to bring on labour tonight, and what will be will be. I think I'll be less annoyed that she hasn't come if I don't expect her to come. So yeah, see you in the morning. So it is Monday the 24th of February, and I thought I would have a baby by now, but I still haven't. I've got a humongous bump. I went for my second stretch and sweep today, but the midwife said I was 3 centimetres already, and to be honest, I couldn't really feel anything, so I don't think she did a real sweep. I think she just had an examination, because I think baby is going to come soon, either tonight or tomorrow night. So we shall see. To be honest, I'm quite tired today. I've been rained on about 10 times and I just still want to go to bed. So I'm hoping she doesn't come tonight, and I'm hoping she comes tomorrow night. Because I could do with a day of rest tomorrow. So where I left you was when I was 40 weeks and 2 days pregnant. So the baby was already 2 days late and she didn't come for another 2 days. In this time I got fed up of vlogging because I was like, I've vlogged every day for 4 days and she still hasn't arrived, and I just kind of gave up really and accepted that she would come whenever she was ready. So I didn't film anymore. She didn't come that night, she didn't come the next night, but the next night she arrived. So basically when I was 40 weeks and 4 days pregnant, I woke up at around 2 AM and I was so fed up of being pregnant. At this point I was like, baby is coming tonight, and I felt some cramps. I had some kind of tummy pain in the middle of the night. I thought to myself, I'm just going to push her out. So whilst I was lying in bed, this had happened previously. The night before I'd actually woken up with some cramps, but I didn't do anything about it. I just kind of laid in bed quite still. Whereas this night I was like, the baby is coming tonight, I'm going to push her out. So that's what I did. I laid in bed and I was literally like trying to push down with all my might to get this pregnancy moving. So I had kind of cramps, mild contractions for a while, from about 2 AM till At 2:30 I woke Nick up. I thought they're kind of getting more regular now. It's not just me pushing myself. My body had kind of taken over and the contractions were more regular. So I woke Nick up at 2:30. He just kind of fobbed me off. We'd had a few days of this. As I said, I'd woken up the night before with cramps. So he kind of ignored me. And then at about 3 AM, I was like, Nick, you really need to wake up now and start recording these so we can see if this is the real thing. Thankfully, he woke up then at 3 AM. He phoned the local midwife unit to let them know that we thought I was going into labour. When Nick spoke to them, the midwife that was actually on duty was coming from a place that was about an hour away. So it was going to be an hour before the midwife even got to us. So we were like, oh, okay, because my labours are normally quite quick. We expected it to be a quick labour. My other labours were very speedy, and this being my third one, we thought it'd be even faster, so we did get things moving quite early on. Whereas in my previous labours, I waited quite a long time before even going to the hospital because I didn't want to be turned away and I didn't want to be there any longer than I needed to. So we had time to play with. And we started setting up the area. We laid out the plastic sheeting on the floor. We put down all the bedtime mattress protectors. We laid all those out to cover the floor. And we made the area quite comfortable. My contractions still weren't that bad at this point, so I could lay down on the bed and sort of pass each one. We also phoned my mum at this point as well because she actually missed Maeve's birth, so she didn't want to miss this baby's. So she came quite speedily. I think Nick phoned her about 3:30 and she was here about 4. When Grandma arrived, Rosalie also woke up, so she was in the bedroom with us as well for a little while, but contractions weren't that bad at this point. I was just lying in bed and yeah, we were just sort of waiting for them to speed up. At around 4:30, the midwives arrived. So I had 2 midwives attending my labour. And they were really lovely girls. They were so nice. They made me feel really calm and relaxed. So they all set up all their area. They make a little area in case they need to resus baby. By this point I'd moved onto the floor because contractions were starting to get a bit more intense, and I find it much easier to manage if I'm like laid over a ball on all 4s. They set up the gas and air so I could have some of that, and I was able to have gas and air throughout the whole of my labour, so that was really lovely. I'd never had that before. With Rosalie, I only had it, but they made me get rid of it when I was actually got to the pushing stage. With Maeve, there was no time to have gas and air at all, so I didn't have anything. And with this baby, I was able to have it the whole way through. So I had it in the lead up and I had it whilst I was pushing baby out as well. So they set all that up, and then we were just waiting really. So they probably got here about 4:30, and then till about 6 AM we were just waiting around. So I was having contractions, but they weren't that close together, so we were chatting in between and we were just waiting for them to speed up. This was kind of a bit of a weird experience and a little bit awkward. You almost feel as if you've invited them around too early whilst you're waiting for it to come, because I'd never had this with my other labours. I got to the hospital when I was 6 centimetres dilated with Rosalie, and with Maeve the midwives arrived literally as the head was coming out. So those were very quick. Like, I was already very far gone when the midwives got here in both those births. So to just be waiting around for the contractions to get to the right intensity was a bit strange, but actually it was really nice. We were much more prepared this time, and yeah, it was nice. We were ready. We'd done all we could and we were just waiting for her to arrive. At around 6 AM established labour started, so I think that means that my contractions were the right spacing apart, like 5 minutes or something. So if anyone is a professional midwife, please do correct me. But I had an hour and 10 minutes of established labour, only 30 minutes of pushing. So at around 6:50 I began to start pushing the baby out. She went in and out for quite a while. Her head came out first, and then I had to wait with just her head out for the next contraction to come so I could push out the rest of her body. She came out like this. Her arms were folded, so that was a bit more difficult for me to get out. But at 7:21 she was born. And here is some footage from the moments just after birth.
Oh, hello, Pepper. Well done, Sarah. Yeah, I'd say so for sure.
She's very big.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
means you won't fit in any of your clothes.
Oh, well done. You actually worked hard for her at the end.
She's feeding.
Is that I thought it was yeah, that's it. That's what it is. So register, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So she is here, she's arrived. I won't go through the whole birth story now because it is too long, but we had the most perfect home birth. I will include that in this video obviously, but I'm not going to go through that right now because I just want to go and have snuggles with my baby. She's doing so well. She's basically fed all morning and now she's having a little sleep on grandma. So I will show you her now and give you a close-up. But yeah, we just had the most perfect birth. Everything went so well. And we're just spending the day at home and enjoying our little baby bubble. Can't believe she's here. Wonder if she's going to be as noisy as Maeve is this morning. Hello. She's so cute. So that was it. That was my birth with beautiful baby Ada. I loved having a home birth so much. So pretty much after she was born. So after she was born, you will see in the footage, she came out my back. I was on all fours. She came out and they pushed her underneath my legs and I picked her up and brought her to my chest. We had skin to skin pretty much straight away, and then I put her on the breast then as well and she began feeding straight away. She pretty much fed from the start. So if you can hear any noises, she was actually asleep on the changing mat next to me. So that is the snoring noises you might be able to hear. But she fed pretty much straight away and she's been such a good feeder ever since. So then I sat in bed. The girls came up to meet her once I was in bed and the area had been cleared and tidied away. The girls came up to meet her and they gave her some cuddles. And then I was able to get myself cleaned up, get ready. The midwife stayed for a couple of hours afterwards, I think. I think they went about 9:30. And then we were just at home enjoying our new little bundle. My mum stayed with us the whole day. And yeah, it was just a lovely, lovely day. All my girls have been born early morning and it means it's so lovely because you get to spend all day with them. And that was the start of Ada's life. I hope you've enjoyed hearing my birth story and watching the snippets of footage I had from her birth. If you did enjoy this video, then please do like it and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!